I'm Phillip and I'm the Professor and Director of the Urban Research Centre at the University of Western Sydney. And I'm new in this job because the centre has just been created by the University of Western Sydney as somewhat of a bold venture to gather together a group of researchers and work full-time on the issues of urbanisation. And key to a lot of our work will be the issue of sustainability. University of Western Sydney is a young institution. It was created as a result of the merger of a lot of teachers' colleges and institutes of higher education, which was scattered around Western Sydney in the 70s and 80s and 90s to do a lot of the job training stuff, while Eastern Sydney and Northern Sydney got on with the business of training real graduates for professional jobs. So more recently, this university's grown very quickly into a modern university with 45,000 students, and it's intent on building a very strong research profile. And part of that is to have a strong urban research team. Why did it select urban research as one of its focuses? Well, in many ways it's patently obvious. Western Sydney's got 2.5 million people out of a city of 4.2 million people. In the next 20 years, another 1 million people will live on the fringes of Sydney, largely in Western Sydney. That'll mean the construction of 2 major growth centres on the outskirts of Sydney. One will be the size of Australia's capital city, Canberra. The other will be the size of New Zealand's capital city, Wellington. So it's an amazing task when you think about it, that to add to Sydney, this global city that's really the gateway for Australia to the rest of the world these days. We are adding 2 of the nation's capital cities to its perimeter, Canberra and Wellington. The infrastructure costs alone for those 2 growth centres will be $7 billion. So it's an expensive exercise. The fact that Sydney will grow at its edges creates huge problems. People's journey to work will probably be longer. People's consumption of water, of electricity, will probably be greater. For a city that is as big a consumer per capita of energy and water than any other city in the world. So Sydney is going to have to confront the problems of its own sustainability in a big way.